think by now most of you know I'm currently training for my second half marathon. It's in 2 weeks. I'm super excited for it. But today I was thinking about my why, and for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, runners are often advised to have a why because it's going to get hard out on the course on race day. The course is going to be tough, the race is going to be tough, you're going to be going through something, and at one point you're going to ask yourself, like, why am I doing this? And you better have a damn good answer because why am I doing this? You're at mile 10, you're like, why am I doing this? So I've been thinking a lot about my why, because I think my why right now looks very different than my why did for my last race. I ran the United Half back in March, and my why for that race was that I wanted to prove to myself that I could do things that I never thought I could. It was my first half marathon. It was my first race, actually. I got into running like 6 months ago, and I wanted to prove to myself, and more importantly to like a former version of me who tried to run a half marathon and literally quit training 1 week in, that it was something that I could do and that it was possible for me. And that was a pretty strong why, right? Like on race day, if you know the story, you know I went through the trenches on race day. On race day, I'm going through the trenches and I'm thinking to myself like, okay, yeah, but you're doing this for a version of yourself who never believed that she could accomplish this. So that got me through pretty quickly. But now I think my why looks a little bit different, and I'm not sure that I know what my why is at this point, because I've already done a half marathon. So the why of being like doing something that I never thought I could do before, well, that's not a particularly good why because I've actually already done it. So then I ask myself like, well, why do you get up in the morning and go on these runs? Because I signed up for a race and I would rather be trained for it than untrained for it. Okay. Why do you push yourself when you're on these runs? Because I set an arbitrary time goal that I like have to hit in my head. So that's the only reason I push myself, because I want to hit this arbitrary time goal. Okay, so neither of those are really fabulous reasons, and I think I'm imagining myself 10 miles into a race, like in the trenches, and asking myself, why am I doing this? And those are my answers. Because I signed up for a race. Well, you're already running the race, and because I want to hit an arbitrary time goal. That's not like super motivating. So I don't really know that I know my why, and I think I need to do some reflecting on what my why is the next couple weeks, because I know I'm gonna need it. I think I just need to figure out what it is, because I don't think that I know it right now. If you have an interesting why that you think might be applicable, let me know, leave it in the comments. I'm interested. Even if your why isn't applicable to me, I'm interested in your why anyways. But if you're kind of in a similar situation and you're trying to figure out what your why is, let me know if you've come up with anything.